Curious Nightmare by Rosalie. Summary. Phantom was curious, okay? He didn't mean it like this, though. He wanted home, where it's the same familiar green. Not this grey with those creatures, the scary ones, the ones that he instinctively remembered hurting him so much. Chapter 1. Why are there so many? It began like any other day. Phantom was watching his mom beat the shit out of some biker ghost. It was the same one that looked sad when he first noticed Phantom hiding from him. He didn't exactly know why this biker that looked so much like the scary creatures wanted to hang out with something like him. So it was a rather normal occurrence for one of his moms or dads to beat him up whenever he appeared. That's when he noticed one of the green, surly things that all of his parents tried to keep him from entering, and his mom was currently too busy to look after Phantom, meaning he could just take a little look at what made it so forbidden. His mind made up, he went to it and hesitantly touched it. It felt funny and strangely familiar, a familiarity that made a shudder run through Phantom's tiny body, and a strange longing took a hold of him, making him enter the green swirly thing completely. On the other side, he looked wide-eyed around himself. Why was everything suddenly grey? The sky, the buildings surrounding him, were all completely grey. Phantom looked behind him, and there was no swirly green thing anymore. The noises around him were strange too, from some running engines to loud kabooms. Phantom wasn't sure. Then there was screaming, and he ran to check out what was happening. Phantom stared at them, too stunned to move. There was a guy attacking a girl. He didn't feel one of his moms or dads nearby, so he didn't know what to do. Did the scary creatures always attack each other? He flinched when they suddenly addressed him. "Hey kiddo, what do you think you're staring at?" the guy stated, still having a grip on her arm. He didn't say anything and just bolted, only to run into more of the same scary creatures. Every corner he would turn around, there was another one of them. Some tried to approach him. "Sweetheart, what are you doing here all alone?" Others were annoyed and pushed him. "Watch where you're going, Brad!" His name wasn't Brad, he was Phantom, but looking back at the creature made a shiver run down his spine. Here was his mom's and dad's, or the green. He kept running from them. They couldn't catch him if he was fast enough, but there was just so many of them. So many. What if they grabbed him and hurt him? This wasn't training or a simple game. What if they made him even smaller? Phantom couldn't risk that. Suddenly, he stumbled to a halt, landing square on his face. There, he felt it, that familiar feeling. It wasn't quite as big as his mom's or dad's, but it was there, so Phantom chased after it, in hopes of finding his home, his family, to escape this nightmare of a place. "Huh!" Someone big sounded surprised when Phantom clung to their leg. All of a sudden. No, this was wrong. Why did he have legs? Hey there, kiddo. I think you mistaken me for someone else." They sounded a bit stunned, but explained it calmly. Their voice sounded funny. "But why do you have legs?" Phantom questioned with a slight tremble in his voice. Boss?" someone else asked, bewildered. "One moment," the familiar feeling person replied, before crouching down to Phantom's level. "Kiddo, do you know who I am?" Phantom shook his head furiously, now clinging on his arm instead of his leg. The red-headed ghost guy would protect him from the creature. He was sure of it. He hummed in acknowledgement. "Well, I'm Redhead, a crime lord, and it's not good for little kids like you to hang around me." "But creatures are everywhere! How are you so strong?" Phantom questioned wearily. "Could you describe these creatures to me?" Redhead requested. "Most of them are big, and they have 2 hands and 2 legs. Like that one!" Then he pointed at the random other guy in the warehouse. But Redhead followed his directions and stared at one of his own men. He in turn looked at them surprised, which caused Phantom to immediately look away and cling more to Redhead. Maybe he's under some kind of drug influence, the guy commented. Okay, kiddo, could you give me your name? Red Hood requested. I'm Phantom, but don't tell them, they will hurt me, Phantom whispered. Red Hood took a deep breath to calm his nerves down. Phantom then. Is it okay if I check your eyes? No, Dad said I shouldn't take them out, Phantom replied. That's not what I meant. Is it okay if I light up your eyes with this flashlight? Red Hood clarified. Phantom blinked at the flashlight in surprise. He can't remember seeing it before, but somehow knew what it did. It surprised him so much that he kind of unknowingly reached out for it. Red Hood easily gave it to him. When he pressed the on button on the side of it, he was still so in awe as the light streamed out of it. He was so stunned that he momentarily forgot all about the creatures. Phantom tried to grab it off the floor, but it got smaller as he crouched down, which made him panic. He didn't want the light to die. They were too young to manifest a proper ghost. So he tried to grab it faster, only to be stopped by Red Hood, who chuckled at his antics. You can't pick up the light, sorry, Red Hood explained. Why not? Phantom asked him honestly and pouted. Well, you can't just pick it up without asking first. The other guy chimes in, enjoying this random tartless presence as much as he could. Huh, will you let me pick you up? Phantom questioned the light seriously. He's just messing with you, Phantom. Red Hood gave a deadpan look at the other guy, but to the surprise of both of them, the light bends itself to be in Phantom's hand, making him squeak in delight. Look, look, Red Hood, the flashlight likes me! He exclaimed cheerfully. What the? The guy looked now wide-eyed at Phantom, who was still too happy to care. Kiddo, Phantom, you shouldn't show that to random people, or something really bad might happen, Red Hood explained worriedly. Phantom blinked at him, completely confused. Is it a secret that flashlight likes me? No, I mean your ability, Red Hood tried to explain. What ability? Phantom asked. His moms and dad said he had many of them. You bend the light, Red Hood replied, gesturing to Phantom's hand. Hiding abilities is bad, though, Phantom countered. Mom said in a fight I should use everything I have to defend myself. Red Hood contemplated for a moment. Where are you from, Phantom? At home, Phantom easily replied. And where exactly is your home? Red Hood questioned. In the green. It's a huge castle. Phantom beamed. Red Hood stiffened at that for some reason. The green, you say? Yes. It's so nice to float around it. Normally one of my moms or dads always come with me, though. And he trails off, suddenly very ashamed of his actions. He should have never touched the swirly green. And that was the chapter! This is actually my only fic that I've written Tiny Danny in. Like, yeah, Danny's tiny, small, very child, he's a child. He's a very, very small child. Anyways, if you want this to continue, you can commission me. Infos to that are in my channel description. Or just probably wait. I don't know, which fanfiction I will continue after Sleep Deprived Adventures, but this is one of the fics that I just wanted to show you the first chapter of, and if you want to hear more, you can commission me to make more. Again, infos to my Podfic commissions are in the channel description. But for now, this is the first chapter, and will stay the first chapter for a bit. Because I have other first chapters that I would like to record. I will not stop the other series, of course. This is just like a little taste, I guess. To see if you guys like it. I made more chapters of this, but again. I hope you liked the video. If you did, leave a like. If you like my videos in general and want to hear me more, know when my newest video comes out, there is a channel you could subscribe to, and a bell icon that you also can click. I'm getting better at this. Anyways, have a nice rest of your time, and see you next time.